So, last time on RPG, you guys took a little side trip to snag some gas for the ship as well as get some space dennies
Hell
after a
yeah.
very long mission.
A little side trip is
Is something. That's one way to describe it.
yeah.
It is one way to describe it, especially since it ultimately resorted in you guys starting a race riot between snail men and slug people biker gangs.
But we resolved it.
That you managed to resolve it in one fell swoop by making the grandest slam that unknowingly to all of you was highly toxic to everyone involved and killed almost the entire restaurant.
Except the Space Orc, the being of light in our party.
But after hightailing it out of there as fast as you could before the authorities could arrive,
One of the best episode endings ever. Just image-wise.
you guys now find yourself after a couple more days of travel back in the kennel system and approaching the ruins of Clause 2, where the resistance base is located, where your home resistance base is located.
Yeah.
I guess you can call it your home resistance base. You guys are kind of drifter folk.
True.
And if we stay in one place for too long, something bad happens. Not to us, but just something bad happens.
Isn't that just everybody?
Yeah.
All right,
I guess
so
we
we're gonna open the session on the ship coming in on the ship, just sort of coming in for a landing in the normal spot where you guys kind of land to make your way into the resistance base.
where's the background music / noise?
Oh,
I didn't forget this time. I remembered this early.
you know what? I always default to the FTL soundtrack because it's good ambience, so I'm gonna pin it.
But only after
Who can be in the food?
pet.
There we go. The iconic.
So yeah.
It's a really good soundtrack for just being around in space in general.
Very true.
So we land, I assume.
Yep. So you guys land your ship.
Is the
Moonblitz in the cockpit? Gary sort of turns to you and just goes, "Okay, looks like a pretty solid landing."
Yep. Hey, Gary, check like the rear cameras. Is that thing still attached to our fuel tank?
Gary sort of like Gary hits some buttons and like opens up some cameras that look to the back of the ship, and he's like, "Yeah, it definitely is."
I was kind of hoping it would eventually fall off.
I guess they really lock those things in tight.
Oh, we'll have to check that out when we leave. Blitz is gonna head to the deck where everyone's hanging out. Has Miracle woken up yet?
I don't know. I wonder what Mirka says to that question.
The Grand Slam leftovers have been hanging out in the fridge for a little bit.
Did
That's
we
fine.
grab any?
Well, I did. I said Moonblitz grabbed the box that we prepared for
Okay.
Mirka on the way out.
Yeah.
Did not recall that.
Just watch the VOD and you'll find out at the very end. I did say it though, I watched it. Oh, Mirka, you're awake. Rise and shine.
Nothing much.
Yeah. Oh, we did stop by a space Denny's, so we got you this. 'Cause,
Pikachu,
you know.
Pikachu, flip presents lying.
Please get a Joker. Just so Mirka could in character find out. Aw.
Oh damn.
That's a really good lie. Pikachu's got the straightest face, like he always
I
does.
didn't want to lie there. Damn it.
What? You said nothing much. That's very much a lie.
Yeah. Moonblitz kind of heads over to the fridge. We got you some.
Yeah,
We
I mean,
we
yeah, Mirica, you have no reason to believe, based on based on circumstances and what Pikachu said, that anything happened other than them stopping at a Space Denny's.
we got you a little bit of a grand slam. It's with
Butter,
salted
slam.
butter, so hopefully that's okay. Yep, eat up and we'll be heading out. Talk to the commander. I'm just gonna go check around the ship while you finish eating that up. Moonblitz is gonna head outside and try and see if he can unlock the thing from the fuel tank.
Right. So, well, okay. So I'm gonna say, so Moonblitz, you're gonna go around to the other side of the ship and just sort of examine it. Taking a look at it, it's like a pretty it's a pretty sophisticated like mechanism to just kind of like magnetically and sort of like magnetically lock the thing in there.
Moonblitz is gonna
It
take
would
out
need
his.
you'd need either like it would take either like a lot of force, or somehow figuring out how to disable the mechanism to get it to come out.
Moonblitz, even though he doesn't even have practice in computers anymore, is gonna try and see if he can unlock this thing.
I think it would be more of an engineering flip, actually.
Oh, good. I
Because
don't
you're
have
really-
either though.
It's not really necessarily like a mechanical. It's not really necessarily a computer's thing. It's more of like a making the mechanism just sort of stop.
Oh, don't worry. The flip will be exactly the same regardless.
Okay, so it's intelligence and engineering.
Right, second roll of the night, boys. Oh shit.
It's alright.
It's a tour.
For 2 successes, I'm gonna say you get it partially there. It's kind of just like you're able to sort of like mostly sort of disable things and like kind of get things to stop like locking into place everywhere. But it's been like it's been under a lot of stress, and it's kind of been jostling around. So it's kind of really sort of wedged itself in there.
Moonblitz
I'm
is
gonna
gonna
say
pull.
it's
Alright.
like 3/4 of the way like able to get out. But it's not
Moonblitz.
like you can't quite pull it out.
Moonblitz, frustrated, is gonna take out his energy sword and just stab into it.
Okay.
I just want,
brawn
like-
melee.
Perfect
I
time
want
for a
Brawn,
joke.
brawn melee +1.
I want to like imagine there's like some like resistance members are like, what the fuck's going on? Another twofer. Just in the middle of the docking bay, by the way. He's not trying to hide what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I know you didn't get a Joker, but I hope you realize this is going to do some damage to the ship.
Moonblitz wasn't thinking that far.
You sort of just like in your frustration, kind of just jam your energy sword into the little fuel area, and just sort of like pry it out, sort of like just with like brute force. It makes a very unsightly scar in the hull of the ship, but you did get the gas pump out of it.
I like to imagine Moonblitz has like his hands on his hips and goes, you know what? We can buff that out. I like to imagine. Did everyone in the ship hear that because they were inside of the ship?
Yeah, everyone who was inside of the ship just sort of heard like from outside.
Sure, it's nothing.
You know, today.
Moonblitz is going to take the gas pump, and if there's some kind of like resistance recycling thing where they just can take parts and use it for other things for the resistance, they'll just put it like in that bin.
Honestly,
There
on this
isn't.
base, that's pretty much wherever, I think.
He kind of just kicks it away from the ship. Yeah, he just sort of like kicks it, it scrapes across the floor, and he's done.
All right.
Hey, is Mirka done eating? We all good to head out?
Yeah, let's do it.
And also,
Oh yeah. By the way, you can make sure to restore like health and drive.
yeah, I was looking at Mirka's and it was bothering me, so I fixed it. All right. And as they're walking out
Alright.
the party, we'll see the scar on the side of the ship.
All right. So I forget who currently has the device you guys
Device?
that you guys were going to the sphere to get.
Oh shit.
Where?
I'm pretty sure
Furry.
Moonblitz put it in his trunk.
Furry. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Okay, that makes sense. I just wanted to make that clear because I didn't know if no one was like holding it. I wanted to make sure that you guys picked it up.
Wait, you mean the helmet thing?
Yeah.
Didn't we give that to the Xavier commander?
You tried, but he told you that it was your commander that wanted it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Moonblitz has it in his trunk.
All right. So you guys you guys make your way into the resistance base.
As lively as usual, I assume. And rowdy.
Yeah, it's in stark contrast to the Robosphere base. This base is as grungy and dirty as ever, with people just sort of milling about their business and just the general ruckus coming from the bar, which Chauncey very quickly heads herself over to.
I'm staring
woman
longingly at the bar, but resisting the urge.
Moonblitz puts like a hand on Pikachu's head and pets him. It's like, it's okay, buddy. You're strong. I guess, well, that woman does nothing but drink. I guess we'll talk to the commander.
All right.
Seems
I feel
like
bad
a
for
plan.
Pikachu. Lost his gym beam, his space gym beam.
Oh, I need to refill.
We'll get it on the way out.
So you guys make your way to the commander's office, and you see that, like as usual, the doors closed, and there's some and you can hear the sounds of just like very weeby music coming from inside.
Knock knock.
Music stops, door opens, as if to invite you inside.
Commander?
Oh, hey, you guys are back.
Yep, and we brought this. Moonblitz pulls out the helmet and puts it on the table. This should help with psionic shit.
Well, she kind of looks it over with a look of just like really no understanding of what she's looking at, and she goes, "Yeah, I buy that." And she sets it down on the table, and she just goes, "Ah, all right. So, hopefully you didn't run into too much trouble. I heard there was this like I kept hearing about this crazy thing that happened at some diner outside of Slurpery. I didn't really look into it, but apparently just some sort of like crazy fight broke out."
Must have just missed it.
Yeah, we kind of just glossed over that area. We were right on our way to drop this off to you.
You guys
You
both
gotta receive our
flip-
next mission.
Both flip lying, both flip presents lying.
Well, I have 2 presents.
I have 3 presents. And I'm healthy.
Oh yeah, the healthy flavor.
Never forget you're healthy. 1 success.
Yeah,
Successes
she buys
in total, though.
Yeah, she buys that.
Me and Fizz kind of work in tandem.
The commander buys that. Well, that's good. Because you guys are going to need your energy, because I got a bit of a big job for y'all.
Was it bigger than the cool ass mech we used in the Planet Siege?
Just might be.
Damn.
Because we're getting you... Listen. I've had it with that big fucking eyesore ship gumming up our communications. I want the Emperor off a Papillon Prime. And I think you guys are the ones to do it.
You know, we're okay. Yeah, that's a decent call. I'd say we're a thorn in the Empire's side at this point.
Do you have any ideas that don't involve us?
Because that ugly gold thing is, I don't know. It's a bit harder to take down than a battle cruiser.
Well, first things first is even getting to the damn thing. The Emperor...
Out of character. Oh shit, boys.
planet is currently being... The whole planet's currently being surrounded by a pretty intense force field to keep non-Empire sanctioned ships out.
Is it? There was this one time we managed to sneak into an. We managed to sneak into
What were
the
you saying,
Empire. Sorry.
Michael?
Did I cut out?
What were you saying?
Oh. Well, we did sneak into that
Oh.
Empire experiment prison place, and now we were able to change
my
the
mic.
cloaking. Hello?
I think Dingle's.
I can
My
hear
mic.
you.
My mic was
Yeah.
going in and out there. Just repeat
Oh,
everything
sorry.
you just said.
Well, there was that time that we managed to get inside a prison experiment ship base thing. But that was just sort of me pretending to be a drone. Do we have any technology that could like cloak a whole ship? Or have the ship give off an Empire signal?
I don't know if it's that easy. I think our security's tight, and that force field will pretty much blast you to bits if you get too close to it.
If only
We
we didn't
need-
trash that Empire ship back there.
Well, is there a base that it's like powering the force field? Like a satellite or something?
There is. But in order to get inside, we're going to need a lot more firepower than what we currently have. Now, I've got an idea, but it might not be super easy.
When have we ever done things the easy way?
That's the attitude I like to hear. Well, listen. So that the satellite that's maintaining the force field is Papillonian tech. Now, that makes it a hard nut to crack, but there's one species in the galaxy that knows how. It's those fucking cats.
Onions.
I think it's about time we convince them that they're on our side.
Are you sure that's a possibility?
They're kind of
I guess there was
temperamental.
I don't know.
Claw.
I don't know, but frankly, if we want to weigh onto Papillon Prime in any decent span of time, we're kind of out of options.
I can think of 2 Catonians off the top of my head. Quick Claw, the one we saved from Kragus, or stranded on Kragus. And there was that telekinetic Catonian that was holed up in that old satellite. Remember that, guys?
That is true.
one.
She has telekinetic abilities too, which I don't know if that's common for Catonians.
Well, either way,
I have to cash in some favors.
that's a pretty good start, because way I see it, you guys are gonna need a way to find wherever those Catonians have set up their base, and a way to make sure that you guys don't become pincushions once you make contact.
No more than usual.
I think we should talk to the telepathic one first. she seemed less quick to, you know, cut us open than Quick Claw.
I mean, with a name like Quick Claw.
I'll have to head back to that spooky abandoned satellite.
It could do,
Base.
but she might not be in contact with the recent Catalonian tribe. She seemed pretty isolated.
Yeah.
Any Catonian help might be good help at this point. Maybe if we rolled up with a Catonian, maybe they'd be willing to hear us out more.
It's a fair point.
Like
That's
a
fair.
domino effect. We get one on our side, we keep getting more.
Well, hey, whatever you end up doing, just try and come back in one piece. I swear, you guys are the only people around here who do anything anymore.
Come on, Commander. It's not like the universe revolves around us or anything.
Stares
commander
into the
doesn't say-
camera.
Looks at the
Movement looks into the camera.
That's perfect. I have nothing to add to that.
What were you gonna say about Commander though?
I was gonna say I was gonna make the commander do a similar joke, but you beat me to it.
Sedge beat us to it. Top of his game.
All right, so you guys are dismissed.
As we're walking back to the ship, hopefully to save time, Moonblitz is gonna shoot a quick Skype message to Hal, be like, "Hey, we took some minor ship damage and we're going on a long trip. Is there any way you could buff that out before we leave, or something?"
As in just says, "Oh,
You're here. We hear you.
You might not hear us.
Hello?
Mike. Hello?
Yes, we hear you.
Yes.
I like that the second we say we hear him.
Thing.
Thing.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello.
I heard thing.
I heard thing.
I heard thing. Oh my goodness.
Yeesh.
Oh no.
My man desperately needs that new laptop.
Yeah.
So, nice weather we're having. Apart from
Okay.
Cynical's tornadoes.
Oh, don't worry, I got that downgraded. Hello?
Okay, this seems like it's working now.
Okay, that was.
I hear you.
Sorry about your troubles, Dingle.
Nah, it's fine. I don't know why this thing. I don't know why this thing only does that when we're playing RPG.
Can't handle all the.
It like never does that any other time. We've been to, like we've had like voice chats. We've been like had like streams and like voice chats like 4 times this week, and it hasn't done that once.
Yeah.
Government trying to keep us from doing RPG, but we won't let the man get us down.
All right.
So
But anyway.
So yeah,
uh,
Moonblitz just shot a message to Hal like, "Hey, can you ding this out before we leave?"
Hal sends a message back pretty quick saying like, "Yeah, I can have the boys to take a look at that." Meanwhile, you guys want to stop by the shop? I got some stuff in.
DM talk for. Oh yeah, sure.
Do you like
We'll
stuff?
stop by. We'll stop by. Should we wait till after or before to pick up Chauncey? Let's stick our heads in the bar and see what's happening currently.
Alright.
I like how instead of a canteen, there's just a bar here.
Yeah. Builds morale.
Yeah, so we stick our heads in. What's happened this time, Dingle? If anything.
Chauncey's not too drunk yet, but
Yet.
you can tell but you can tell by the couple of glasses sitting next to her that it's not very long until that's not the case.
Hey, Chauncey, we got our next mission. About to head out. You good to roll?
Oh yeah, totally. She kind of like looks back and forth to like between you and the bartender, and is just sort of like,
So we'll shoot a glare at the bartender, just sort of silently.
it's like, yeah, these are the guys I told you about. So I'm just gonna head out. And Chauncey just sort of hurriedly makes her way past you. And the bartender just kind of goes, "All right, gentlemen, that'll be he sort of like he takes a moment to kind of like tap some things on like a screen nearby him. He's like, "That's 150 spucks."
How did she rack up a tab that quickly? We were at the commander's office for like 5 minutes.
Satyrs, man, they drink it. It's like water to them.
How much bucks do we have?
We have 788.
Pay the man.
Yeah.
You cover Chauncey's bar fee.
I say to the bartender, hey, by the way, the commander said as thanks for my recent efforts, I can claim a free ball of Jim Beam from the bar.
That is gonna be presence or charm and lying.
Here we go. Wait, here's the Joker. Now you owe the bartender a Jim Bean.
Welcome to the lying session.
All right.
Do you want a hero point to drive that?
I'll hero point.
There you go.
Good
I'll
use of
take-
hero point. Getting the
Alright.
free booze.
The bartender kind of like squints at you challengingly, but when your face doesn't change from its normal blank expression, he kind of ends up buying it and just sort of like still suspiciously, but fills the Jim Beam in your flask back up. So you can add a
Cheers, buddy.
flask of Space Beam.
I like to imagine Pikachu was standing on the bar, like the table itself, as he was doing that.
I mean, how else would they see eye to eye?
All right. Did we lose track of Chauncey? Did she just keep walking?
She just sort of
Probably she's headed
she
back.
probably went back to the ship, but
All right. Oh, as long well, check. Do I still have the keys to the ship? Don't I?
I just realized.
Yeah,
Are we still wearing the aprons?
unless
took
you
mine off.
Unless you took them off, yes.
I've still got mine on.
Oh, and he just straight lied to the. It's like, no, we weren't. We just kind of passed over
must
that
have
part.
missed it.
Oh my god.
I probably should have factored that into the lying check,
I just
I
realized.
completely
Yeah,
but whatever.
she was a bit distracted.
All right, let's head over to Hal's workshop real quick. You there,
All right.
Ding?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, it's now. Never since that happens. Every time there's like a long pause, I'm like, oh god.
I know. Yeah, so you make your way to house, and you kind of like the door is open, but you kind of like knock on your way in anyway. And Hal just sort of it almost makes you jump a little bit when Hal, who is, as you'll remember, a scavenger bot, sort of emerges from the shadows of the office. But it's pretty. But it's the trench coat makes him pretty recognizable as not a mindless monster that's gonna try and eat you. Oh, hey fellas, how's
Hey.
your time on the sphere? Is the old
pretty
gal
good.
still holding up?
Oh yeah.
More or less.
Highlight was taking control of an old beat up cargo ship and turned it into a mech that we then crashed on the surface of the robosphere after the battle was done.
Oh boy, I wish I could have been there to see that.
If only we still had
Anyway.
that for our next mission.
Anyway, Moonblitz, I remembered you were telling me that you were kind of thinking about that you were looking into like some upgrades and stuff. So I
yeah.
kind of got to tinkering, and I wanted to throw some things at you, see if you guys were open to them, free of charge, of course.
Oh hell yeah! Let's hear him, Hal.
Well, Moonblitz, I got parts to upgrade either your sword or your gun. I don't know which one you're the most keen on. So I thought I'd leave the decision up to you before I finished either of them.
Damn, only one or the other, huh?
So Moonblitz, at this point, I'm gonna say you can upgrade either your sword or your gun to give +2 to its respective
Oh
flip.
shit.
I do have a +1 because of the sword.
Well, it's
Well,
no, both the gun and the sword give a +1. The one you choose is going to have that upgraded to a +2.
Oh, that's so hard to decide. Do they change anything? Do they change anything like flavor wise, or are they just kind of like the same thing, just slightly better?
What to flavor it up?
Yeah, I'm going to say if you have any ideas for flavor, I'm open to them.
They're the
That's
same
really
with
tough.
RGB lights.
Legit, that's a really hard decision. Can I think about that while Hal goes over the other ones?
All right. So, so we've got for fist, Hal's just kind of like, hey, do you still have that you still got that big ass gun?
Well, I got one shot left.
Well, maybe you should ought to find some more ammo for it somewhere, because I had this really cool idea that I whipped up, and he kind of shows you the schematics for sort of like a way to kind of arm mount it. That would make it so that you could use your athletics to flip instead of firearms.
All right. I like the sound of that. I will definitely have to find more ammo.
All right. So and then he heads on over to Pikachu.
Oh, I still have these parts that I held onto after Pikachu failed to upgrade them.
So Pikachu, he goes to sort of examine your gun and notices the overcharger that's kind of burnt out, and he's like, "Was this thing always in here? I didn't realize this model had that."
Nah, it's custom.
Looks like it's a little bit worse for wear. Could maybe tune that up for you.
Oh, if you're willing to, I'd take it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, on my list, I still have various gun parts. Does Hal want that? Because I can give it to him if it'll help with Pikachu. Because that's what
I'll say he takes them.
Yeah.
So Pikachu, that'll give you the thing that we talked about like before a couple sessions ago, where it has kind
Or
of
he had to go ahead and get a Joker even though he was fine.
where it has like an explosive shot that like once per combat you can make a shot that flips your explosives and has extra target.
Ah, okay, cool. Sweet.
And then for Mirika, he comes over to you and he just goes, "Now, on that raid, the boys brought over a bunch of stuff for different kind of like telepathic augments. Not too much I could really do with them myself, but I don't know. I figure they could probably still help you out. So, Mirika, you can You can get augments that are just going to give you like a passive +1 to telepathy. All right. So that'll be everyone's upgrades.
I have a question, Ding.
Feel free to note those wherever you want.
If I choose the gun, do I still get my +1 for +1 melee for the sword at least?
Yeah.
The other thing, yeah, the other weapon doesn't change.
Oh, okay. Well, a +2 to my gun would be pretty neat. Hal, hook me up with that, and Moonblitz's hand will transform into the gun.
All right. So Hal takes a moment, just kind of. It takes a couple hours just to get through all of you guys.
I like to imagine when it's Moonblitz, he's like sitting like on a table he's sitting with his hand on a table like he's getting a tattoo or something.
Is this person?
I like that.
Your friends who do this. Is this person on Animal Crossing Twitter that's come out as a cannibal and they want to ethically eat human meat?
So yeah, so you guys now all have those. I would note those down somewhere.
What does this do? The gun upgrade?
You can change wherever you have your gun upgrade like noted. Wherever you have your gun noted, you can change its +1 to a +2.
Wait, I had a +1 to my gun?
Yeah, you always did. It's a gun. Guns give you +1 to firearms.
How many targets can I hit with the explosive shot?
I had a +1 this whole time?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I think I've just been rolling as if I just had the regular 2. Because I have a practice in it.
Oh, sure.
So, I did not know that. Sorry.
Oh, shoot.
Hello?
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 Oh.
Oh, I don't know why this is happening. It's so annoying.
We didn't have that much problem the last couple of sessions.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, either way, I would just make a note, everyone, of where you of.
So, Dingle, if I have
associated
+2
thing.
firearm, does that mean I roll as if I had a mastery in firearms? Because I already have 2 invested into it as practice.
It's easier to say just add 2 on the flip when you're using that gun.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't even adding the one I originally had.
I think you weren't. I feel like you.
No, I was doing agility, which is 3, firearms, which I have 2 in, and then if I was healthy, I would have 1 more. But I wasn't doing the one for having the gun.
Huh. Well, either way,
Been giving myself this whole time.
Also, how many more targets does the explosive shot have?
it's one additional target.
Before we continue on, I have to feed my cat. I'll be right back, boys.
Oh, I need to do that myself, actually.
Hobo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a piss then. Quick. I'm back.
So am I.
Let's go.
I don't know if Cynical's back.
I don't think so yet.
I'm back. Is Ding back
Hey.
yet?
I am.
We're all here.
Oh hell yeah.
All right.
Kind of fitting.
So, you guys all get your upgrades, and you
Thanks,
leave
Sal.
Randall's. You are not Randall.
Hell is Randall?
I had YouTube open, and it was the I had YouTube open, and what in my recommended was a clip from Joker with the guy Randall. So that was the first name in my mind.
Well, thanks, Hal.
Hey, don't mention it, fellas. I'm glad to do my part.
Alright, boys and Mirica, let's head out. Oh, did Gary and Chauncey get anything? Probably not, because they're NPCs.
Well, Chauncey wasn't here, and Gary didn't really have much to upgrade.
He could have 2 guns.
I have a second gun.
Nah.
Okay. He's not Guns Akimbo.
We'll find him one. We'll find him.
We'll find him. You'll find him a second gun.
One day.
That's the actual purpose of this
I
arc.
believe he does.
Let's head out.
He does that. Yeah, he definitely does. All right, so you guys leave Hal's workshop.
Head back to the ship. Hopefully it's still there. Moonblood still had the keys, but he's not sure.
You'll be scoring quarter shot.
It is still there.
You know you can do this.
Auntie
guys
passed out on
see-
like one of the beds or something.
You see a very drunk Chauncey just kind of like smacking a hand on Smarty's console. Just hey, can you make me a drink? Can you make me a drink? To which every time she says it is responded with, "I'm sorry, I do not have those capabilities. I'm
Things get
sorry,
buffed
I
out?
do not have those capabilities."
Did the things inside the ship get buffed out, or is that still there?
Yeah, the ship's fixed up.
Hell yeah. Hey, Chauncey.
Hmm?
You mind giving me and Gary some room so we can pilot the ship?
Okay.
I mean, I assume she's in like the cockpit area.
She just kind of like gives you like a kind of like a weird look, but does leave.
Moonblood turns to Gary's like, "What? Did I say something?"
Gary just sort of shrugs. He's like, "I don't know. She's drunk."
Hey, but when isn't she?
Oh, Fish, you're here. I like to imagine Fist is there and then just walks out after finishing his piece. After saying his piece.
All right, give me intelligence and piloting to
Here we go.
fly this ship over to the
Abandoned
Here we
abandoned
go.
day station. We haven't Jokered yet, so you know what that means, guys.
It's prime time.
plenty of time.
Plenty of chances to meet our good friend.
Oh god.
You know what we haven't had in a while is Double Joker.
Oh my god.
Or
There
you,
goes,
Wow,
there
what
goes a
the
really
fuck?
good flip.
you
Hold on.
pilot really hard.
And a crit. What the fuck? Why? For such a mundane action.
Is that
Go
like
ahead, Nick.
6?
That is 6 successes.
Holy shit.
You did it. You flew into the Emperor's reactor, and they all.
What actually happened, Dingle, with 6 but fucking successes.
Everyone just sort of like settle. Everyone just sort of like takes a moment, and they just kind of get like settled in, and sort of like as immediately as you do, everybody else, you see Moonblitz just kind of like open the cockpit and walk out and just be like, "All right, we're here."
Oh, are we?
Oh yeah, look outside.
You all
But
look
we
outside
didn't set
and
off.
you see the abandoned you see the abandoned space station sitting right there.
You always do this.
I just look at my
Uh.
flask and then slowly put it on the ground.
I don't know, man. After visiting some places, you kind of just get a feel for how to get there the quickest way.
Apparently.
Umblitz has no idea what happened either. But it's a smooth as fuck landing, at least.
Yes. Well, you already landed.
That's what I mean. Like they didn't even notice it was landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you need some kind of bonus or something for.
Yeah.
Big
Seriously. What can I keep for like next time? For like the next thing I do? Cause come on, you can't let 6 go to waste like that.
How does
It's a nutty roll.
All right. I'm gonna say, let's say +3 on the next piloting flip you have to make.
Oh hell yeah. And then in that flip with the +3, we still Joker and get scraggly. Alright. Head to the front door. I mean we kind of docked inside of it.
Yeah, you're kind of
I
like
don't know.
docked out front.
Kind of just enter calmly. Moonblitz is like, "Hey, Catonian lady, are you still here?"
As you guys sort of cross the threshold into the space station, you sort of feel like a chill in the air, and you sort of see things kind of like telekinetically come to life in the factory. But then, pretty quickly, as if they noticed who you were that entered, they kind of just die down, and the doors in front of you just sort of open up.
Hey, I guess we'll walk forward. We're not here to make any trouble. We've just come to ask for your help if you're willing to give it.
If you'll remember from the last session, she's actually sort of like towards the back of the station.
I guess we sort of calmly, no one's got their weapons drawn. No one's making a mess. Chauncey's on the ship so she doesn't make a mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Chauncey and Gary aren't here.
Imagine Chauncey just sort of passed out on one of the beds, probably.
Yeah, probably.
And Gary's like, alright, make sure she doesn't fucking leave the ship. That's
Gary's
what Moonblitz
just,
does.
it's just too scary for Gary. He's just like,
Too
nah.
scary for Gary.
He's like, nah, I'm not going in there.
Fair enough.
So you make your way into the kind of like the back room where she's still all kind of like hooked up.
Chibu asks, does Gary still have the empty shotgun?
He does. He definitely does.
We find ammo for that. He can have that.
Yeah.
I guess we make our way to the back office, I guess.
Yep.
Sort of politely knock before entering.
Yeah, well, I mean, the door's like already sort of open, and you just sort of see her sitting in there as
You can knock on the door
approach.
frame
Yeah, all right.
if you're polite about it.
She's just sort of like sitting there. She just kind of looks up at you and just goes, "So, you've returned."
Yeah. We're not here to cause any trouble. We're actually here to ask for your help if you're willing to give it. If not, we'll fuck right off, don't worry.
That depends on the favor, I suppose.
trying to think of an empathetic way to say this.
This part of the OST fits so well, by the way.
Yeah.
True.
Tense negotiations. Look, we've got a pretty hefty mission from our commander. The Emperor's ship, who has parked itself on Papillonian Prime. It's been there for so long. It's been there for a while now. The commander wants rid of it, and depending on how things go, could be the swan song for me and my group.
That
And
is a
I know you-
daunting task, but I fail to see how it involves me.
I know you've been sort of isolated for so long, but I know you dislike the Empire, at least. To say the very least. And we've been tasked to sort of see if we can get the Catonians on our side, because if we can take down the force field on Papillonian Prime, we could make our way in. She asked specifically for the Catonians' help on this matter. And I don't know, if we get at least one on our side, and then we go to try and make some negotiations, maybe things might go over more smoothly. It's a big gamble, but that's really the only option we have at this point. And I know you might be conflicted about leaving, but I promise you, if we live through this, you can come back. You know. But also getting back at the Empire might be a way to honor your friends as well.
Well, it's wise in a way, I suppose, to seek the Catonians' help in destroying that which is held by the dogs. But I don't know what I can really do for that. It's been so long since I've even seen my people. When I was last amongst my fellow Catonians, Clause 2 still stood, and was not a home for your resistance. You notice there's a little bit of a there's a little tinge of anger in that, the way she says that. Other than me being a Catonian myself, I fail to see why you've come to me.
On your own, you're also a strong telekinetic warrior. We've witnessed it firsthand.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, where did I cut off?
don't
We
think
heard
you
all
did.
of it. I was talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
I
replying.
didn't hear what you
Okay.
said.
Well, even on your own, we've witnessed firsthand that your telekinetic powers sort of speak for themselves. Again, this is just our sort of gut feeling of what sort of, we didn't really have a time to really think a plan through, but if we can cash in some favors around the galaxy to take down those Empire bastards, then that's where we'll be.
Give me presence empathy.
For the empathy, I finally get to well, I say finally, I get to use it occasionally, but not as often as I had planned when I made it a mastery. And I'm healthy. Oh no.
Yikes.
Can we, that might be a bit early. Can we anti-Joker this?
Hmm.
I mean,
I don't
you'd still
know.
have to get.
We still
I'm
don't
the
have any
anti-Joker.
successes.
Yeah, you'd still have to roll pretty well, I think.
And she kind of feels like a
Try
lost
it.
cause anyway.
I'm gonna hero point and drive.
Oh.
I should have just left it.
Do we want to see the double joke? It's been a while.
I tried. I really tried. Please don't TPK us, Dingle. Well,
So
not a character that fucking sucked.
so the way you word it,
Oh god.
you just kind of you kind of like you word it more in a way that makes it sound like you're like well, listen, we need to get to the we need to get to your planet because the resistance needs the current planet that the Catonians are occupying.
Oh no, why?
And she looks like almost taken aback, and she just goes, "Hmm. I knew I was a fool to trust your kind. You wish to take another home from us?
What?
I won't let you. I won't let you find. I won't let you find them wherever they may be. You're no different from the dogs in the Empire. And with that, the doors are gonna shut behind you.
Come on.
Burke, can you
Hey,
try and I don't know, kind of mind hack
Can we
her?
mind wipe her? Verica, Jibu, are you there? Don't tell me he stepped out at the most important time. Jibu?
is he there?
It might not be. Oh, there.
Are you? Can you hear us, Jibu?
Yeah, Jibu, can you hear us? Alright. Jibu, we fucked up. Can you try and mind hack the telekinetic Catonian woman to kind of forget the last conversation we had? Oh, and you just got the upgrade for the telepathy at least.
We're running out of time.
Jibo!
The doors are closing at a glacial pace.
I see Jibu typing. I'll give him this message.
Oh, he typing.
He is type.
The dud.
Dude. I think it's a girl.
It is.
Whatever.
So, yeah.
All right.
Dudette.
That's presence telepathy +1.
Oh, damn. 2020, Mirka knows.
It was like 20,000.
It is. It's 20,020. Also, presence telepathy +1. In case I spoke incorrectly.
Okay, nice.
Not bad, but it's
It's a battle
not
of the
bad.
minds here.
It's not bad, but is
it
it?
is a double joke.
I'm gonna say. All right. I'm gonna say because it's a double joker. They're gonna flip to remove successes. You're gonna flip their power. Yeah, they brought that bat down to 1 success, which is definitely not enough.
Even though you weren't here last time, Erica, you do have a hero point. Oh, never mind.
All right. So, the Catonian kind of like, she like ignites her claws in sort of like a glowing blue telekinetic energy. And she's gonna lunge at you, Moonblitz. Wait, no, that's wrong. Well, I guess I have to get rid of that now. Alright. Moonblitz, you've got 2 damage incoming.
Dodgeable?
Yeah. So you're gonna sort of like bring up your shield as kind of a very enraged Catonian tries to like slash at it with just sort of like telekinetically enhanced claws.
I didn't call them claws. 2.
Hey. All right, Moonblitz, it's your turn now.
Out of character, do we want to non-lethal this chick?
I mean, it's-
What?
if we can, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, we just had to say non-lethal. I'm asking the party.
What did you say?
Should we non-lethal this chick?
Yeah, we don't want to kill her.
Alright, I guess everyone's doing non-lethal damage then.
Okay.
Moonblitz will non-lethally shoot at her with his laser gun.
All right. Give me agility firearms. Don't get any bonuses on it because she's got 2 interference.
Damn.
Forget about the interference.
But I do get the healthy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
2 successes.
still technically got the other bonuses. They just were counteracted.
Yeah. It's +2 -2, so.
Okay. So 2
Alright.
success.
So you just sort of like you push her off, and then take a quick shot with your laser that hits center mass, but kind of like afterwards she just sort of like she recovers from it very quickly is what I'm trying to say. As it goes to Fist's turn.
Alright. Are they the ghost claws still?
Not yet.
Okay.
You can take out 4 close claws. It's a strategy. Take out the boss before they bring up their ads.
I'll just, take the wrench to it, I guess.
All right. So that'll be brawn melee -1.
-1.
Yep. It's +1 -2.
-1. +1. The wrench. And then help.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Two successes.
Take it.
Yeah. Another solid hit, but one that she kind of like just very quickly sort of rights herself afterwards. As it goes to Mirika's turn. Yep. Wit telekinesis. No pluses because it's +2 -2.
8.
Hey.
Damn, nice. Yeah, that hit lands just like very, very solidly. And you just get like a slash like just like right across her chest. And now she's just kind of like standing, just sort of like holding the wound she just received, just like breathing very heavily. As it goes to Pikachu's.
It's kind of hard because I don't really want to hurt this person.
We've already said non-lethal. It's
I
fine.
know, but
That's fine.
I'll just try and shock her, I guess, with electricity.
Alright. That's gonna be Brawn and Biology, I believe we made for that one. -2.
Oh.
I'm gonna say pretty simply for that one, you send sort of like a small bolt of electricity out, and she pretty quickly responds to it by sort of changing the direction of it and bringing it and sending it back towards you for 1 damage.
Damn.
Cool.
And so with that, now you notice that like she sort of takes a moment, she takes her hand off the wound and kind of like sort of rights her stance, and you see the blue, you see the telekinetic claws that she has glow like way brighter and then multiply into 2 more telekinetic claws.
Damn it.
Oh.
So now those things are also going to be part of this attack, as she is going to rush forward. And I believe Fist, you're like right up on her.
Presumably.
So you are going to take the next wild swing of telekinetic claws. And it's gonna have a 3 damage incoming.
All right.
Oh, and Moonblitz, can you flip 1 card for me? Ooh, the claws are gonna go before Moonblitz.
One time I actually rolled good on one of those rolls.
Hey, it burned one of their successes.
You know what? Let me
Well, hey, I don't know if I have a stacked deck, but I got rid of my jokers already, though.
That is true.
One second. I'm just bringing back up the stats for these claws. I wasn't expecting you guys to actually fuck up this bad here.
I mean, neither were we.
Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, so that's 3 damage coming into Mirica. Oh my god, and 4 aimed at Pikachu.
Alright.
As it is now Moonblitz's turn.
Blitz is gonna take another shot at the Catonian.
Alright. Agility, firearms.
And I'm healthy. I'm gonna use drive. Okay. So one
Better
success.
than nothing.
Yeah.
Your blow is mostly stopped by whatever force field she has in front of her, but some residual kind of plasma particles do look to have like sort of singed areas of her fur. As it's now Fist's turn.
It's the ghost. I'll punch the ghost claw.
Okay. Brawn melee.
So I can't remember. There were multiple of them, right?
There's 2.
Yeah.
I'm doing this fight a little bit differently than the original boss fight. It's not just 4 all at once.
That's
Punch
a
it really
punch.
God damn. Those things go down as easily as you remember. And you just sort of send a punch going right through it, and it just sort of explodes into a sort of nothingness. So that one's gonna be gone, going up to Pikachu's turn.
Guess I'll just do that again.
Or not Pikachu's turn, Mirika's turn.
Wad.
Alright. That's gonna be with telekinesis +2, because this one doesn't have interference.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, damn.
4 successes and a joker. I got
Dang.
this.
Got this.
I got this.
Alright, here's what 4 successes and a Joker is gonna do for you. You send the sword going like right through the telekinetic claw. And it does sort of like dissipate. But then after it does, you notice that you can't quite bring the sword back. And then the sword just kind of turns around and kind of just like hovers and just sort of like hovers towards the Gatonian. And it looks like she has assumed control of the sword.
Oh god.
But you did take out the claw.
That is true.
Alright, Pikachu, now it's your turn.
Okay, so what's on the field now? Her, the sword, and... is there another claw?
No, I think
Nope.
I took it both.
Okay.
Both the claws have been taken out, and the sword isn't really an entity.
Right, okay.
She just has it. She's telekinesing it the way Mirika would.
I'm gonna do another shock to try and free her grip on the sword.
Okay.
Pikachu get his ass.
Is it still -2?
Yes. If it's against her, it's still -2.
Actually not helping.
Didn't exactly get his ass.
I'll drive.
Spirit point. Oh, or
boo.
drive.
So 1 success.
I mean, you shock her, but it's not quite enough. Although after she kind of like stops sort of like convulsing from the shock, you could see that she is like super like desperately just kind of like panting and like doubled over. She's definitely on her last legs. And Gave her the same bonus the sword gives Mirka because she has it now.
Oh, good.
And as she kind of she gets this sort of like wild look in her eyes as she stares you guys down. And even though both of her eyes are glazed over, blind, you can like feel a real, just palpable presence from her stare. And she just sort of goes like, "For Kitonia," as she passes out.
Huh. Did she Joker?
She got no successes on a Joker on 10 flips.
Powerful.
So the Kitonian now is just sort of like lying there, just sort of passed out.
Is it every time we come here?
Well, it's one way to make friends.
I run over and put her in the recovery position.
All right, so I'm gonna say Mirka collects her sword from the collapsed body.
Should we just leave her? Will she be fine? Should we like heal her?
So
Hmm.
it'd be hard to say without a check to see her, without sort of a biology check to see how she's doing.
America. You know about biology stuff, right? Or is it Pikachu? I can never, out of character, I can never remember who has that. Okay.
I have 2
I think
biology.
they both do. I can't remember that.
Well, you guys are the expert when it comes to, you know, fleshy things.
Mirka, give me intelligence in biology, +1, because your time in a Chthonian body gives you a little bit better knowledge of how they work.
Nice.
Hey. 2 successes,
Cool,
not terrible. Cool.
She's still breathing, but she's definitely not in a stable condition.
Can we stabilize her? Should we stabilize? I mean, she tried to kill us twice, but I mean, if we save her here, who knows? She might be less of an asshole. But that's still an if. Like a maybe.
That would I'm gonna say if you want to use a medkit charge, you can heal her.
Let's do it. Hey, Mirka got this. Please don't joke her.
All right, another intelligence bio. I forget, does the medkit give +1 or is it just the lethal one out of combat?
I think it's a lethal. Yeah, it's just lethal
It's
one
just
because
lethal.
it's just lethal. So no matter what,
Okay.
there's always at least 1 hit point returned. Okay.
Hey,
Holy shit.
Wow.
Todian better
Yeah.
fucking love us after this. Go ahead, Ding. That was me saying
You-
that out of character. Just for, you know.
Mirka, you absolutely go to work on this Chthonian, and in pretty much no time are able to patch her up, like to the point where she's not only like stable, but she gains like a slight amount of consciousness, and just goes like and just sort of just panting is just kind of like, why? Just a gloat.
No. Because helping people is what we do.
The way you helped my people by turning their graves into your home. She
can't
sort of
speak.
like she sort of fights through like her weakness to throw some barbed insults at you in that.
I can't defend the actions of what the resistance has done, but you could help make a difference for the future so that no future Catonian world has to become a graveyard.
Give me presence empathy.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's 7. And then I'm healthy, so I'll roll one more card after this. Okay, 2 successes. One more. Okay. Should I drive? Should I take the chance, boys?
I don't know. You got
I'm
your
scared
jokers
about that
back.
joke.
This
Yeah,
is a
I'm scared
fresh
about.
deck.
I'm
You
scared
do have
about
a
that.
you do have a 2 out of 53 chance.
Alright, do it.
Okay,
We'll answer
last
Get
try.
the
Joker if
Joker.
it's.
Oh,
There
okay.
we go.
3 successes in total. Holy fuck. Oh yeah, we
You
still have
missed.
the anti-Joker. That's right.
That is true.
Okay, go ahead, Jibu. I mean, Dingle. Sorry,
Damn.
boys. It's been a long day. Dingle, just go. I'm sorry.
She takes a moment to kind of sit back up and kind of right herself, and just goes, I won't tell you that I trust you, but maybe warriors like yourself would be able to earn the trust of my people. I can give you some amount of help. If you'd
And you.
just
Sorry, go ahead.
if you'd help me onto the ship, I still am even not after a battle, walking is a bit difficult.
All right. Moonblitz will probably, because he's the biggest, he'll pick up the Catonian. You know what? That's better than some of the. That's better reception than what we get most sometimes.
So you bring the Catonian onto the ship and kind of like set her down in a comfortable spot.
Do we? I always imagine the inside of the ship had like a couch somewhere, so I just put her there.
Yeah, I could see that. I see that myself.
I imagined, for some reason, I imagined like a setup of like part of the ship has like a couch, some tables, and like a fridge, like a mini fridge or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's
That's how I
definitely got a
imagine the
lounge.
main deck.
It's definitely
look.
got a lounge area for the crew.
Yeah. I just set her up on a chair. I mean, on a couch.
So once she's kind of gotten situated, she kind of like takes a moment, and you see her eyes glow like just a little bit, and and looking out the window, you see sort of like you see the surface of the ship kind of like shift and kind of like just sort of like shift and kind of shimmer like it was like a mirage. And before your eyes, even though the inside of the ship doesn't change, the outside takes on the appearance of a Catonian sword ship.
Huh.
My people would never fire on one of their own.
Yeah.
This should
yeah.
get
Sorry. Dingle?
at least approach the planet.
Okay. Yeah. That's good help. I just hope things don't go terrible as soon as they see us walk out of the ship.
Where my people currently are.
Wait, you cut out a bit. You said she said she was unaware of where they are currently?
Oh no.
God.
Oh, god damn it.
Slow? Are you
Hello?
guys there?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? It's going in and out. If it's not going in and out, could someone say like an actual sentence?
Hello.
An actual sentence.
An actual
Okay.
sentence.
All right, because I couldn't tell if it was going out because you guys were just going, oh,
That's just our natural noises.
All right. It definitely went out for a second there though. So what were you saying before?
You said you said that she said that she's unaware of where they currently are.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I
Can't
mean,
remember. What hint did we get from?
yo, hold on. I remember something.
Okay.
Because I looked at the NPC sheet, by the way.
Yes.
So I did some research. Well, one of your kind, one named Quickclaw, a while back had us drop him off at a definitely inconspicuous asteroid field. And those coordinates are still probably in the ship's log, so we could head there. And maybe if we roll up in a sword ship, maybe the path will just sort of light its own way.
Certainly better than drifting.
He's very adamant about being dropped off at that place, but he never told us why.
I suppose it's worth a shot.
It's the only real lead we have. You rest up and regain your strength.
Yes, I will.
By the way, I don't think we've ever gotten your name. Unless you don't trust us to give us your name, in which that case, that's fine. I've just sort of been calling you the telepathic Catonian.
Well, they call me. They called me. They call me Bladed Paws.
Bladed
is-
Paws.
It is an honorable warrior's name, but when I feel I don't earn anymore, as she says this, she sort of like holds up her paws and kind of like flexes them to show that at some point in there she had her claws removed while she was in the
Oh.
while she was being held in the Empire facility. It is a point of great shame for a Catonian to lose their claws.
It seemed like you make do.
That is not what I was going to say.
She does not respond to that.
Well, sorry to hear that. And again, hopefully, once this is all over, the Emperor and all his legion will be tried for the countless crimes and atrocities they've committed across the galaxy.
Also, we have an old buddy at the resistance base who might be able to get you equipped out with some mechanical claws at the very least.
Yeah, we could get some augmented claws, unless that kind of goes against your culture.
She just sort of like she doesn't really react much to what you guys say and just sort of I need to rest.
You do that. All right, everyone, we're off. Buckle up. Moonblitz heads to the captain's, to the pilot's cabin, whatever.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be wit and piloting to do a combination of remembering how to get there and following what little logs you have of the
Good thing I get +3 on this
from-
piloting check, though.
It's true. For better or worse.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
gonna be a
healthy.
downfall.
So I basically have a full... Look, I basically have the same roll as if I was doing an agility.
For
There it
better
is.
or worse.
Better or worse. You know what? I was kind of half hoping for this. It's been a while. Take it away, Dingle. You know what probably happens next. I like how we just anticipate it now. It's not a surprise anymore. I kind of like
you
that.
guys, you make your way over there.
Oh,
and
he's kind of
you-
scratching his
you-
head a little bit.
You somewhat remember, but it's pretty foggy.
I was
It's
like,
been,
it was definitely in this sector. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Talking to himself. Gary's listening.
Was it a left or a right or an up or a down?
Or, oh, there's too many directions in space.
Which way were we rotated before?
It was
It's-
maybe here. Go ahead, Ding.
So, eventually, you find your way to a familiar-looking cluster of asteroids, and as you're kind of scanning for them, you eventually notice you notice two familiar faces. you notice Scraggly and Quick Claw both sort of like on a very barren looking asteroid, just kind of like in a very sort of like standoffish position between
Oh,
as if a
that's like
fight's about
Scraggly's
to
a dog.
as if a
Scraggly's
fight's about to
Papillonian.
break out.
That is true.
Oh shit. Can I land this thing? Moonblitz will land it on like, if it's big enough, he'll land it on the asteroid next to them.
Okay, yeah. You managed to do that.
Oh, what's happening out here, fellas? Moonblitz says as he runs out.
They both sort of turn to you and they're just
Moonblitz kind of like goes, huh, like he flinches because they both turn.
Scraggly immediately Scraggly like almost immediately does like a full 180 from like battle stance to just like friendly just hey fellas.
Hey, Scraggly. Also, hey, Quick Claw.
Quick Claw does not let up his battle ready stance. As he just
How
goes,
did you?
as he sort of steps back, he sort of jumps back a little bit. He's just like, what are you guys doing in that ship?
Yo, whoa, hold on. First
Don't worry
things.
about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it for now. Actually, Quick Claw, we have a favor to ask you.
No time. I gotta gut this dog.
How are you both here? Quick Claw, weren't you supposed to be? I don't know what happened when we dropped you off. Have you just been here the entire time since we last met?
He sort of looks back and forth and he's like, no. I mean, no.
I mean, you look kind of malnourished. It's been like a week or so.
Yeah, but Scraggly has some food.
And Scraggly, how did you end up here?
Scraggly just sort of like gives sort of a blank stare, just like, well, I go where the money is.
The money is towards a Catonian warrior that wants to gut your innards?
I don't know. So the Catodian just kind of like sort of like grips his sword a little bit. Quick Claw grips his sword a little bit more tightly, and he just goes, "This damn Papillonian just arrived out of nowhere, and he ate the last of my rations that I had here."
So you were stuck here.
He kind of looks back and forth. And goes, no. And Scraggly also turns to you and goes, hey fellas, don't look at me. I didn't eat anything. It was all Scraggly too. He points to Scraggly 2, which, if you'll remember, is his kind of like makeshift defense robot, and it does indeed seem to have some food kind of like just sort of smeared on it.
Moonblitz is like staring at this. He's half tempted to get in the ship and drive away. Well, Quick Claw, we need your help with something. If we can have a moment of your time.
Well,
I mean, you're kind of stuck here regardless. So you kind of have to listen
Hello?
to us. Hello?
Oh my god.
An actual sentence.
An actual
An
sentence.
actual
Okay.
sentence.
All right.
Well, Quick Claw, we need a moment of your time. And given that you have been stuck here, you kind of have no choice but to listen to us.
Listen. I don't. Ugh. Quick Claw just kind of like he kind of just like looks back and forth like very sort of wildly, and he's just like, he just sort of like I'm not gonna talk on an empty stomach.
Oh my god. Do we have anything in the fridge?
We have some Denny's leftovers.
Oh,
did America finish the leftovers?
did America finish it all off?
I'm gonna say for the sake of the story, you guys did.
Yeah.
Do we have anything in the fridge?
Anyone want to investigate the fridge?
Yeah.
Should probably lots to drink. And
Anyone got investigation?
I can investigate. What is that? Intelligence investigation? Or
It
wit?
is, I'd say wit and investigation.
It's insight.
And I'm healthy. Okay, 2 successes.
Not bad.
Not bad.
It's mostly drinks in the fridge, but you do find some snacks and stuff.
Let's grabs a handful and a chocolate milk. Chalky milky. Here.
He just sort of like jumps up and like just sort of grabs it immediately out of your hands and just sort of like ravenously eating it.
You're welcome, by the way.
Goes, that was good, I guess. His eyes just keep sort of like darting back and forth over to Scraggly, and he just sort of like keeps just sort of like readying his sword, just very kind of like nervously.
Are you feeling slightly less delirious now that you've eaten something?
Listen, I just don't like that thing looking at me.
All right. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Moonblitz will like walk up to Quickclaw and kind of motion him to walk on the other side of the asteroid, kind of like Mario Galaxy style.
I think that's presence persuasion.
I have 0 persuasion. Get ready for the next Joker, boys. Shit, my fall is gonna be so bad. 2
God.
successes once again.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say that.
Mario Galaxy style. There should be like, if you could see like a shot, you would see this Scraggly, the ship, and everyone else kind of like upright. But then on the bottom of where the camera angle is, you just see Moonblitz and Quickclaw, and it's like they're standing upside down.
He sort of looks at you, he's like, listen, what do you want?
We're gonna take down the Emperor and his ship that is currently occupying Papillonian Prime. And the commander has suggested that we should get the Catonian army, or forces, whatever you want to call it, whatever you guys call it, on the Resistance's side. Because we are aware that the Catonians, you guys might not like us Resistance, but you also probably don't like the Empire that much either. And we're just trying to see if we can get some early Catonian supporters on our side, so things might go over more smoothly in, is it right to call it diplomatic issues?
Yeah, sure.
Moonblitz isn't saying it out loud, but he's like thinking, are Catonians really good at being diplomatic? But he's not saying that, he's thinking that.
That's a good thing he's not telepathic.
Yes.
That is true.
And we do have at least one person on our side, a Catonian psionic by the name of, out of character, I forgot her name already.
It was
I think Blade Paw.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, something like that.
by the name of Bladepaw. I don't know if that name's familiar. She seems like an older Catonian.
Quickclaw just sort of takes a moment. He's just sort of thinking. He's like, psionic. Is that like a sword? Is that a type of sword?
She uses her mind to do things, kind of like my friend you've seen, the one dressed in green. She uses things with her brain to pick things up, which could be a sword. My friend, she uses her powers to slash around a sword without having to hold it. So that's interesting to you, I hope.
He kind of has sort of a moment, just like, why would you not want to pick up your sword? That's silly.
Yeah. I just mentioned the name if she was at all familiar. And
No,
she
it doesn't look like he knows.
Okay. Well, we have one Catonian supporter, and again, this is a pretty big mission, so we're cashing in all the favors we can. And we did help you off of Kragus. And I did give you some snacks just now. Is there any way you could lead us to somewhere where we could talk? It doesn't even have to be where all the Catonians are. Somewhere we could talk to a leader or a commander or something to see if we can work something out. The resistance is going to need all the hands or paws they can to help fight the Empire.
Hmm.
I want to imagine that Quick Claw is saying this while he has chocolate milk stained around his mouth.
Not really supposed to tell anybody where the Catonians are. It's kind of why I had you. I didn't really know how to get out of it for the first time, so I just sort of had you bring me wherever.
Again, it doesn't have to be where they all are. I mean,
But
if you can contact a commander to meet us
oh, is my mic
somewhere.
cutting out?
No,
Okay.
An actual sentence.
an actual sentence. I mean, it doesn't. Again, Quick Claw, it doesn't have to be where they all are if you're not comfortable or allowed to. Maybe we could meet in like a neutral zone or something.
Neutral.
You know, so when we roll up to the Catonians, they won't immediately try and stab all of us. Except for
Oh,
you.
they'll definitely try and stab you. You don't even look like Catonians.
Is there just any way we could talk to someone in charge? Again, this is a really important mission.
I don't know, maybe if you looked more like Catonians? I mean, you don't even have the ears. That's like a big part.
The ears, huh? Also, do you want to ride off this asteroid? We'll just, because you've been stuck here. Before we leave, do you need a ride?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe somewhere where you could get picked up by someone. In the meantime, we have to make a stop at a store somewhere. Out of character, Moonblitz is like, what's the nearest space hot topic so they can all buy cat ear headbands?
It'll be intelligence and space wise to figure that out.
I don't have space wise, but I'm okay.
I
Hold on.
do.
We're going to rotate back.
I'm going to presume. Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm going to
I'm going to actually go up to Fist first and ask. You're not there, Fist, unless they heard
Okay.
that whole conversation. Also,
No,
we
I
get
was going to say, I was going to presume that you walked back by then.
Yeah, I was just walk back. You stay on the ship, Quick Claw, and think about where you want us to drop you off. I have to talk with my crew for a second. Make yourself comfortable, I guess.
Okay.
Fist.
He walks by, he raises his sword and kind of like just sort of like backs up looking at Scraggly, who's still just sort of sitting there, like just organizing some like random pieces of junk, trying to sell them to the rest of the party.
Fist, get over here for a second. Okay. So I talked to Quick Claw, and I got something that might be it's a gamble, but this whole mission's been a gamble. And I know we've been betting on red and we're constantly landing on black, it seems. But Quick Claw mentioned something about cat ears. Now here's the thing. Catonians are good warriors, but they might not be the smartest. So what if we all had cat ear headbands? Didn't human society used to have that? I assume they're spread across the galaxy now.
Yeah, probably.
Do you know where like the nearest like space hot topic is?
As you guys are having this conversation, you see like Chauncey kind of like very Dundee sort of like interrupts you're like she kind of like walks in to interrupt, and you notice that instead of her normal cowboy hat, she is wearing a pair of cat ear. She's
Oh my
wearing a
God.
pair of cat ear.
Let's see. Where did you get those?
Aren't these fucking funny? The little dog dude was selling them.
Ah. Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Oh my God.
That makes sense.
All right. Hey, Scraggly. You might have some customers from us yet again.
Oh well, what can I do you for, fellas?
Do you have? Let me count. 1, 2, 3. Gary. Do you have 5 pairs of the cat ears you sold to Chauncey?
Hmm. Well, that depends. What are they worth to ya?
How much did Chauncey pay?
Oh, I just gave her a pair.
You what? We
Chauncey
bought
does
from you so many times. We're like loyal customers. Do you have a rewards program?
I like to think that my wares are their own reward.
Don't you get out of this, you son of a bitch.
How about a piece of history?
What?
He says,
He
but
looks intrigued.
holding up one fine apron.
Oh yeah, this is you hear about the thing that happened at Space Denny's?
No?
Oh.
Well, you will.
There was a Now here's the thing, we don't know what happened, but there was a huge race riot that broke out between two space biker gangs.
This is also Mirika's first time hearing this as well. That's pretty good.
That's true. It is.
It's not admitting they started the race riot.
No,
Remember
they
what
aren't.
done it. But this was one of the few things left over from that massacre because unfortunately, both gangs were wiped out in a freak accident. You have a genuine Space Denny's apron from the Great Space Denny's Massacre.
It'll be worth thousands of spucks on the black market. Trust
People
me.
hear about this, you have no idea. You're gonna get bidders. You're not gonna be able to get rid of them.
You're
This
gonna
is
be able
part
to
of
afford Scraggly 3.
This is galaxy history right here. This should be in a museum somewhere in the universe, right, guys? Like, come on.
Naturally.
I'm gonna want presence and persuasion.
Hey, I
Or
have 0.
presence and lying. It's technically the same thing.
Yeah.
You're technically doing both, but I'll take either.
Holy shit!
I'll
Really,
hear about
guys?
Oh my god.
Me too.
I'm out.
Uh,
I'm saving my hero. Oh my god. Fist.
what the fuck?
Okay,
We
so
got
like
this.
there's all this build up, by the way, of like we're
Can
just
America
talking
try
up this
and,
apron.
Can America try and like make his mind more open to
Yeah.
the persuasion?
America, do something. I don't know. Make
Just
it.
You'd have to
convince
be
him.
pretty open for 0 successes to work, fellas.
Just fucking convince him.
Just tell him. Just get to the part where he agreed to it already. Are you there, America?
She was debating right now whether or not this is worth flipping for.
That is a good question.
We could just pay him, but we don't wanna. Okay. I don't know. Let me try and barter with him if we can't sell the apron. Scraggly, what do you say about $10 a pop? So that would be 50 bucks.
Well, Scraggly sort of. Well, hold on. We got to resolve the apron.
Oh yeah, go ahead with that.
Where Scraggly kind of looks at it and, in a rare moment of lucidity, goes, "That just looks like an apron."
I don't know. I mean, we're not gonna force you, but you're gonna be regretting it one day. Not taking this. All right.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since you're loyal customers and you showed me an apron,
Back to non-lucid Scraggly.
how's about 60 apiece?
Hmm.
Hmm.
What would you say to 50?
He would say, flip, charm and persuasion.
Good. I have neither of those. One success.
You're only haggling it down 10 each. I'll say he takes that.
So that would be 500 spucks. No, wait, no, I'm at it. Wait, no.
That'd be
Wait.
250 spucks.
200. Sorry, boys. I'm terrible at math.
You can pay 500 spucks though if you want.
No. We are going to
How
hand over
much
the
do we
250.
have?
We have 738.
So 250, we'll have 500. We need
Or
to start getting
630.
paid.
638, sorry.
You know how much we... Wait, what?
You have 638 spucks.
Yeah, just
It
minus
is
250
10.
from that. What the fuck are we getting paid for all the stuff we do around the galaxy?
Well, I mean, we could have gotten some
We
money
might
there
ask for a raise when we were back at the Commanders.
if our apron escapades went well.
Alright, so 250, here you go, Scraggly. Now hand over 5 pairs of cat ears.
All right. He gives you all and Gary a
I thought I counted Gary. Yeah, the 4 party, and then 5, right? I counted Gary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said he gives you all and Gary.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now this might be embarrassing, but everyone start wearing them for the time being.
So while you have these equipped, you're gonna be able to blend in, and you're also gonna get +1 persuasion and +1 lying when talking to Catonians.
Sick.
But we even without rolling, we fucking blend in.
Hmm.
Without rolling, we blend in. Like that's just a natural thing.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay.
I kind of slick my ears back.
Well, no,
and
with
try
them
to put it
on. With them on.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
them on.
Okay.
But I'm saying it's funny that we don't even have to roll, but we just naturally blend in.
Well, you got the ears.
All right, let's roll onto the ship, and I kind of want to see what Quick Claw's reaction is. Scraggly, are you gonna be okay out here, or do you need a lift?
Scraggly just sort of like
If you do, it's hands off the ship. No going into the engine room again.
when you say that, he just kind of like goes from interested to just saying, "Now walk."
Which just like looks around at the vast emptiness of space. Okay.
So, nod of approval.
We'll
Yeah.
see you later, Scraggly.
See ya. Pleasure
Now-
doing business.
Of course, guys.
Always is.
Let's try and get these talks over with so we can take these off as soon as possible. Bro, let's walk on the ship. I kind of want to see Quick Claw's reaction out of character.
Quick Claw's currently just sort of like he's digging his claws into the couch in the lounge.
Oh boy.
Having to chew at some of the wires.
Exactly.
Nope,
Yes.
don't chew the wires of the ship. Hey, Quick Claw,
Yeah.
how do we look?
Oh, I almost didn't even recognize you guys.
Holy shit.
Where's the pee?
Well, I don't.
Where's the pee? Just trying to
When'd you get cat? When'd you grow ears?
Just now. Do you think this will help negotiations go over smoothly with your people? Dingle?
You have to repeat all of that.
We grew him just now. Do you think this will help things go over more smoothly?
Yeah, probably. It'll probably help. It'll make you much less likely to get stabbed.
It's always a plus. So now can you maybe tell us where to go so we can have these negotiation talks?
He just kind of like looks around. You might still need a little bit more convincing.
Please?
Give me charm persuasion to say please.
We'll get the bones
Remember,
against this guy now.
it is +1.
Nice, nice.
I have not run into either Joker, fellas. I'm worried.
Well, I mean, you did say please. Okay. I'll let you guys. I'll show you. I'll show you to clause 3.
Oh, all right. Come up to the pilot's cabin with us, and Moonblitz will go and Gary hopefully follows.
Yep. So you, Gary, and Quick Claw make your way over there. and it's gonna be let's say wit and piloting again to follow his directions.
I'm gonna
Nice.
fall so hard, boys. Gonna probably double Joker again.
You might get the first 2 double jokers in
The
one
first
session.
back-to-back double Joker.
You mind?
All right, so you know, Quick Claw's directions aren't the easiest to follow, but you know, at least in the vast emptiness of space, you don't have to you can focus a lot more on him and a lot less on where you're driving. So eventually you do kind of make your way over to just sort of like a very kind of like barren, desolate looking planet. And he goes, "Yep, this is it."
Where are they all?
Yeah.
Oh, we're all deep, deep, deep underground. So the Empire doesn't see us.
Fair enough.
That's
Is there anywhere we can land where we could start making our way down deep into the planet? Can we drive to it? Is there like a tunnel, or do we just have to kind of walk there?
You could probably just land wherever. There's like a lot of holes to go down.
Let's land right here then. Boop.
So you land on the ship and you walk out, and Quickclaw was right. This planet's like covered in holes.
Do we just kind of go down one?
Yeah, they should all they should all get there. We kind of got tired of looking for the holes, so we kept just digging them out.
oh,
Makes
that's
sense.
convenient.
All right, everyone. Let's go down, I guess.
All right, so you guys kind of just like with Quickclaw, you just kind of make your way down these sort of like tunnels that are being propped up by what look to be like really big swords that are serving as support beams.
You guys really like swords, huh?
Quickclaw just smiles at that. And so eventually you guys make it like after a bit of walking, you guys make it out, and you just sort of like you just see like an actually like pretty sprawling city underground of just like tons and tons of just like sword-shaped buildings, and like a big sort of and like a fairly large looking like castle just kind of like at the far end of it.
Should we head to that castle, Quick Claw?
I mean, that's where Queen Sword Whisker lives, but I don't know. You can't really get in the castle.
Is there any way to request an audience with the Queen Sword Whisker? Telepathic Catonian with us?
I'm gonna say she's still on the ship.
All right. Just curious.
Oh, I got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just follow me. Just follow me.
Oh, okay. I mean, you know this place better than us.
So you guys just kind of head down, and you kind of like you're sort of like find your way through just what looks to be like just like a sort of big like open air market of just various merchants selling swords and sword related items. And as you make it, you notice that the crowd sort of gets like thicker and thicker, and eventually it's like getting kind of hard to like keep track of where Quickclaw is.
I'm 9 feet tall. Can I see where he is?
He is like he's a good distance ahead through the crowd, as you
White
can
Claw.
see.
Wait up.
He doesn't seem to hear you, as he just kind of like rushes over to just like a pretty big looking like building.
All right, let's head over. Guess we go into that building.
Suppose so.
You doing okay, Pikachu? You haven't said a whole lot.
I'm kind of taken aback by this entire fucking place.
Yeah, as you guys take a moment to look around, you notice that like almost all construction in this is on some varying level includes like actual swords. Like even the stall, even like the sort of like awnings on the stalls, when you look closely, you see it's just like interlocked metal blades just sort of like draped over.
I'm just watching
Goodness.
my step.
Yep, this place is pretty pointy. If you wanted to, you could hang out on my shoulder.
Hell yeah.
So as you guys keep heading forward, you sort of like you guys are like sort of like not like watching super carefully where you're going, and eventually just sort of like bump into somebody.
Oh, sorry about that.
The a very gruff-looking Catonian kind of turns to you and just goes, "What do you think you're doing?"
We're heading over to that building. We're trying to catch up with a friend of ours.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
He reaches for a sword on his back. He goes, I don't know if I like your tone.
But do you like my sword? And Moonblitz kind of pulls it out in kind of like a, not in a threatening fashion, but like in a showy fashion.
Give me presence melee.
Melee?
Presence melee. To show off your sword.
Alright. And I'm healthy. Here comes the jokers. Oh, one success.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to get them out of the way at some point, but at least it's not right now.
Yep.
One success.
He looks at your sword and just goes, "No, not really. Look
Why
at
not?"
my sword." And he sort of shows off a very large sword.
Hey, that thing's impressive.
It's
Wow.
Brian's sword.
Everyone who said something, give me a charm empathy to gas up this dude's sword.
Boys, here it is. Yeah, it is. Should I anti-joker? No, it's just one. Let's see what the next roll does.
How many hero
You said
points do
something
I
too,
have?
Jackson, didn't you? Or
Yeah,
Fist, did you roll? What'd you
I did.
roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't get the second double joker.
No. I'd rather Joker once than Joker twice in the
Yeah.
same roll.
Moonblitz, you insist that your sword is way cooler.
Nah, man. I mean, come on. Look, mine glows. You could see it in the dark, and it's translucent. Moonblitz does like puts his hand behind it and moves his fingers around.
Yeah, well, mine's made out of metal, and it's got sword blades.
It's got you beat there.
Yeah,
You
but
just-
mine makes a little noise when you swoosh it around. See?
Can I like roll to charge it up with some electricity and like beef it up visually?
Oh hell yeah! Do that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
What's the flip?
Uh,
To beef up the
Presence
sword.
biology.
I guess it's. I guess it's just brawn biology because you're
Yeah.
because you're charging it up with your own electricity.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead. How big is the charge up to the sword, Dingle? Because I have an idea depending on how much you say it is.
it's about like 50% bigger.
Moonblitz kind of holds it up, a little bit of the New Hope poster sort of way. What do you think about
Yeah.
that?
The Catonian just sort of is like, he just kind of stops and he's like, yeah, well, whatever, I guess.
Hey,
My sword's still cooler.
all swords are created equal, my friend.
He just sort of like he sort of stomps off in a huff.
Thought that line would do something. Thought it was funny.
You're lucky I don't make you guys flip for catchphrase.
Don't. Let's catch up with Quick.
Good idea.
Let's not draw too much attention to ourselves since we're, here. Moonblit says as he just showed off a glowing sword in the town square.
So you guys make your way over and
Moonblitz shrinks himself to human size, I assume, once they get closer to the
Yeah.
building, so he can actually walk inside of it.
so you guys make your way and like inside of this sort of like, now that you're closer to it, you can see is like just like a very large sort of circular building.
It's still a sword, probably.
Yeah, there's looking around, you can see swords like embedded into the walls. And Quicklock comes up to you and he goes, "All right, okay. We were just in time.
Just time for what?
There's no time to explain. You guys got to get into teams of 2.
Pikachu,
Let's go.
I choose you as my teammate."
I'm already on your shoulder.
Sorry,
That is true.
it was too good not to pass that up. I'm sorry.
And I suppose that'll make it Fist and Mirka for the other team.
Hope you don't think that
True.
Moonblitz doesn't like Fist or Mirka. I hope you guys don't actually think that.
No, of course.
I just really wanted to make that joke though. That pun.
All right. Hey, that's awesome. So you guys just got to go in there.
Oh hell yeah, let's go. Wait. Circular
Nope.
building.
You guys all enter into the door, and luckily you guys are standing like pretty well equidistant from the 3 groups are standing pretty well equidistant from each other. As sort of like sword partitions just kind of come down and separate you guys.
Oh. Well, good luck you guys with whatever this is.
And you see like sort of like at the top, just like a very big muscly Catonian in a suit of armor just kind of looks at you and just goes, haven't seen any of y'all before.
We're Catonians from out of town.
Well, any Catonian with a sword to swing around is welcome in the Colosseum.
Oh.
Fair enough.
I figured we'd get a lot of new applicants. Since the winners of this one are gonna get a audience with the Queen.
You mean
Oh.
the Queen Blade Sword Whisker?
Only Queen I know of.
Is she watching?
Well, anyway, good luck, you guys.
Okay.
You're gonna need it if you're gonna survive the gauntlet next time on RPG.
Oh my god. Damn.
Gauntlet.
That is a cliffhanger.
It's pretty good.
As soon as like splitting into teams and circular building came up, I was like, wait.
Oh man. Will
That
Moonblitz at least
cliffhanger.
get to keep his charged sword?
I don't think you rolled
For the
that
upcoming
well.
fight.
Nah.
Sorry. No, but Zedge, this is the perfect time for that idea we were talking about.
It is.
It is. And we're allowed to shuffle our decks after the game, right?
Yes.
Thank
Oh my god.
Christ.
It is the
Doing extra
Coming
stuff
up, coming
here.
up next is the Space Dings tournament arc.
Oh, not. It always
Hell
has to be a tournament arc.
There's always has to be a Denny's arc and a tournament arc.
At least for us.
Denny's and Coliseum.
All right. Well, that was a session.
That was
That,
really fun.
That was a session that went 0% how I was expecting it to on every single part.
We somehow didn't make peace with the Psionic right away, but we somehow managed to convince Quick Claw, the more short-tempered one.
Yeah, I get. I mean, you fed him and had some good successes.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
all
we
it
eventually
is.
got the Psionic on our side.
I had a whole thing planned for Quick Claw where you guys were gonna need to feed him by like hunting down a by hunting down a tentacle lamb, which is just like a floating lamb in space that has tentacles coming out of it. But I never got a chance to introduce it because you guys fed him so quickly.
We got for having a fridge. We gave him some chalky milky. Is there anything else you weren't expecting? Or is
Well, I
that
also
about
wasn't
it?
expecting for you to double Joker and have to do a
Yeah.
boss fight in the middle of the session.
I'm sorry.
I actually wasn't planning for there to be any combat this session.
Well, it happened.
Life finds a way.
See, because I had that really good piloting flip at the start. That's where all my fucking good shit went. Oh, that was good though.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
Hell yeah. I like every session. I say this every time, but I like every session we do. I don't
This
ever
was,
think there's been a bad session.
This was the introductory session to the Catonia arc.
Hopefully we can impress the queen.
Hopefully. So anyway, man, I really got to get something to eat. I'm like starving. I didn't have dinner. But before I do that, we gotta assign hero points.
We all get our first hero point.
Oh yeah.
Oh
What-
yeah.
What is this video?
It's Cat Planet.
It's Cat Planet.
Hey there, everyone! It's Cat Planet!
It's Cat Planet.
Hell yeah, we're
Cat
little angel
Planet.
girl. There's a cat! Oh, well, hello there, Mr. Cat. Thank you for welcoming
Alright.
me.
Okay.
Cats, and we got to find all the cats and explore the cats to find the planet. Wow,
Cynical, you go first.
beautiful, Mr.
Now that we're back to our usual team, do we get 2 hero points to give out?
Yes.
Alright. 1 to Mirica for healing the cat psionic, for healing Blade Paw, which she now is our ally, probably mostly in part thanks to actually healing her.
Hey there, everyone!
Oh my
And
god.
Hell yeah, we're little angel girl.
and 1 to Zedjin for the sword thing, because that was a fun little combo thing at the very end.
Sick.
Hell yeah, boys.
That was nice.
All right.
All of Catonia's culture is basically dick waving, but with swords.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Whoever's got the best sword and is able to use it the best. And let's go Jibu next.
Shibu is still alive.
1 second. I need to grab my phone so I can see what Jibu
He's
types.
saying skip me for now.
Okay.
Oh.
Zedjin then.
I'll give my first one to Cynical for the amazing piloting flip.
Yes.
True character development. And Jibu for reviving the Catonian and somehow getting them on our side ish.
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 Can't be too presumptuous, but it's a start.
Very true.
She's not trying to kill us, and that's the main thing.
That's character development too.
All right, Zell.
Um, gotta give one to the double Joker.
Oh shit.
He'll get like a champ.
The double Joker.
It's really
Y'all
set
ever-
that tone.
Y'all ever have to do a boss fight in the middle of diplomatic negotiations?
So that's another one for me then.
And also just like the other negotiations went pretty well. So. For the second one,
Also, did you guys use your anti-Joker that session? I don't think you did.
no,
I kind of wasn't expecting it to end that early, so I think we're
Yeah,
kind of safe.
true.
I mean, we went like 2.5 hours. We started on time today.
started 10 minutes late actually.
Did we?
We did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, whatever. It was a short session. I really wanted to end it on the start.
it was fine. It was
Coliseum.
fine.
It's fine.
yeah,
It's fine.
hmm,
You still have to get a second one out.
I do.
It does. It's
Um,
just that hard for him to think of anything cool anyone did.
it's
I was the only cool one this session, I suppose.
it's hard to decide, but I think
Legend had that really good shot in was it the
yeah,
boss fight? Yeah.
yeah. I think he's been rolling pretty consistently.
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't fall as hard as I do.
It's totally out of my control, but I'll take it.
All right, Jibu, it's time for you to pick now. If you're
It's
there.
Time.
To
See, I was just stalling for Jibu to get.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
very
Juvu.
fair.
I'm the catalyst. We're like a party of chaos, but I guess I'm the catalyst.
You're the cat-a-list in this
Nope.
Oh
arc.
hey.
As soon as this shit's over, Moonblitz is ripping off those cat ears.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that punch.
Honestly,
Hell yeah.
honestly, sometimes the hero point doesn't need to be that deep.
Yeah,
Just give someone a point for being sick. All right. So there goes there. Oh, we gotta get the anti-joke.
oh yes.
I feel like
Use it.
Zell is like almost never the anti-joke.
No,
Yeah.
I've gotten it a few times.
Yeah, but you can go for it, Mang.
I'll take
You are
it.
sick, after all.
That
You're
is true.
sick as hell.
All right. Updated.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the emojis from a couple days ago.
Yes.
Yeah, I only just found that mechanical arm is actually an official
Oh
emoji. now.
boys, you know what this means though? After the Coliseum, we get to add more marks to the motherfuckers count, hopefully.
Very true. They could.
Can't wait to add another to chalk another one up to big motherfuckers.
That'll be tough. It has to be a big motherfucker. All right.
That was a good session though.
Thanks. Thanks.
Dingle knocked it out of the park once again, and now I'm excited to know that what's happening after we finish space. We're going back to fantasy, which will be neat.
True.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah.
The return of the lads. and hopefully an introduction to a new lad because Zell's gonna hopefully still be playing with us.
Good
Hopefully.
to do. Hopefully. If
Season 2
everything
is a
works
prime
out
is season 2
schedule-wise.
season 2 is a prime second seasons are prime ways to introduce new characters.
They sure are. All right, though. I hate to ditch right away, but I really gotta eat.
Me too. Me
I
too.
ate before this, but yeah, I'm gonna.
I usually do, but I didn't this time, and it was a very bad idea.
It's all good. I didn't almost miss. I was keeping an eye on the time, but up until it was time to hang out for RPG, I was just playing Spider-Man.
Epic.
Eben,
All right. I'll see you,
All
dudes.
right,
have a
peace
good
out,
week,
boys.
fellas.
Yep. Peace.
Excited for the VODs, Edge.
Right, Cat Planet, how's it going? Oh man, I'm not a dude, I have a dress. That's like so confused, you're so crazy, Cat Planet. Okay, I'm gonna solve that mystery. Oh, I resolved it so much, I crammed my face. I do not have 61 cats. I need to get more cats. I gotta get more Cat Planet. Where can I get more Cat Planet? Exciting jungle planet, Cat Planet. Well, let's go over here then. You see in the jungle, it's a jungle because it's green. There's thorns everywhere. How do you feel about thorns, Cat Planet? Oh, you're hiding. Oh, I'm sorry to have found you then. I'm gonna keep you alive. I gotta keep you alone in there. Jungle here. It's Funkatronic Town, USSR, FMDR. Whoa! You're right, Cat Planet. I gotta calm down. Keep it up in a turnstile, baby. Okay, so where are we going now then? I do not know. I'm gonna go over here. There's a path that goes northward. Northward is up in Cat Planet. But you gotta watch out, because sometimes it's confusing and you get your face mushed up into confettis. It's not very comfortable. But you don't need me to... It's a jungle out there, and in here too. Okay, so now where did I go? Did I not go yet? Maybe back on a Factoro? I think so, because I need to get 61 cats before I go in the underworld. I forgot where I went and where I did not. It's a confusing world in the Cat Planet Town. There you go here. Oh, I didn't speak to you. You must... Oh, hey there! I just exploded right in your back. I hope you don't mind too much. Oh, hello there, buddies. Planet of the Cats? Or would you rather say Cat Planet? Oh man, I wouldn't believe that with a saucepan. I think I need to return in the Factoro. I might have missed some things in the Factora. How's it spelled again? Factory? I think that is with an I at the end, or two E's. There are many ways to make an E sound in grammar form, none of which includes the letter H. It's the loneliest of planets because it's famed like a share. Hey there, Cat Factory Bobs! Where did I not go here? I guess I never went down here. Down here is where I'm gonna go. Hey there, buddies. How does it do? It's Cat Planet.